My dear sisters and children, we have been continually hearing about Old Testament Joseph. You might wonder why Father is talking about Joseph. Since he is Joseph, he may be taken too much of him. Not because we see the Old Testament, especially book of Genesis, from chapter 35 to 50. He is the only character spoken of in the Old Testament in more chapters. And there is some value in talking about him. And especially today, the way he has accepted his brothers. Now take chapter 50, verses, read 19 and 20.
But Joseph said to them,
Joseph said to them,
Do not be afraid.
Do not be afraid.
Am I in the place of God?
I am in the place of God.
Even though you intended
To
harm to me,
God
God intended it for good.
God intended for good. So his brothers, after the death of his father, they are afraid that Joseph might take revenge. But if he had taken revenge also, nobody would have said something wrong about it. But he here acts according to the will of God. And he is able to understand how God can work in various ways. Therefore, he tells, fear not. He is telling, fear not, for am I in the place of God? He is questioning, am I in the place of God? I'm not the person to take that revenge or anything. But God meant it for good. He is not telling that evil, what he intended, God can turn into good. And that's why in today's gospel we hear in chapter 10 verse 23 of St. Luke's gospel, so everyone who acknowledges me before men, I will acknowledge before my Father who is in heaven. He is acknowledging God, the greatness of God before his brother, how God can be merciful. And he did not deny God. Whoever denies me before man, he did not deny. He did not take credit for himself. See, I am able to forgive you. I am not like you. Like that, he would have taken credit upon himself and shown himself as someone greater. But he did not make himself a greater person by justifying his acts. But he sees God in every action of his life. So, he is able to accept the reality of his life. It is very difficult for us to accept the reality of life. Often we keep grumbling, often we keep, when this problem will get over, often we are worried about how to come out of the situations. This person, Joseph's lifestyle, can give us courage to come out of all the situations. Often I say of myself, actually, I am also 11th child of my family members. Though our first 4 children of my parents died, 7 of we survived afterwards. That is different thing. Actually, but we see 11th child of my family, and certain times the situation of Joseph has taken in my place. Even now, when many are astonished and they quite often ask me, how do you survive being one from Tamil Nadu, and of course only one more person who is surviving in our diocese is Father Avira from Kerala. So we two are only in the whole of Ambikapur diocese and non-tribals. So it will be a question for many to ask how you are able to survive. When we see the persons who have lived, that's why the lives of great men remind us that we can also make our lives sublime. That means we can also follow their footsteps. So when we follow the footsteps of like Old Testament Joseph or the New Testament Joseph, we will be able to accept the will of God. So my dear sisters and children, let us always surrender ourselves to the will of God so that God can bring good out of the life we face on the earth. Amen.